my friends. Welcome to another Painting with Harold. I am Harold, and tonight I'm going to be painting on a 16 by 20 canvas. And before we start, I want to say I'm going to try to get a picture of the contest winner from last month. Hopefully it's at the beginning of this video. If I can edit it in, you'll have already seen it by the time you're hearing this. It was painted by Mr. Rod Miller, and he's from Kentucky, and he got the most votes and he won, and I want to say congratulations to him and thank him for being a subscriber and entering his photo or his painting. And with that said, this is going to be the contest painting for next month. And you have until the 15th of next month, which is June, to get your entry in. And then the 21st or the 22nd, around that time, voting will be over, and I'll announce the winner. And first place for that one, the prize for that one will be $50, just like this past month. And if this keeps working out, I'll do as many of them as I can, because Rod was he was very appreciative, and he said he here to spend his winnings. He said he got him 5 new paintbrushes, and that's awesome. I mean, that's really awesome. Now, just like I did on that last painting, I'm just going to paint a painting. I'm not going to say what I'm doing. I'm not going to say the colors I'm using, so it may get kind of boring. But to keep down the boredom some, I'll try to talk through it and from time to time, because once I get up here and get interested in it, sometimes I get lost and you may go for a few minutes without hearing anything. But I will try my best to keep us entertained while I'm painting, because I don't know, I think it would be kind of boring sitting there watching somebody paint a painting and can't hear a word they're saying. I've even thought about maybe adding a little bit of music or something in it, just to fill in some of the void. Well, we'll see what works out. You never can tell in the video world. It's quite interesting, I'll say that. But I thought tonight's painting would be something kind of fun and something kind of colorful, and something that I think everybody will enjoy. And I think whoever's painting this painting, I think you'll really enjoy painting it, because it's a lot of fun to watch it come to life. And it's one of them kind of paintings that, if people see it, it's the kind of painting they want in their house for a couple reasons. One of them is it's a real pretty painting, and another one is the colors. Because sometimes people will they'll buy a painting just because of the colors that's in it. They don't really put a lot of emphasis on the content, more or less. If it's a color they like, or colors, they'll just about buy the painting for that. So, with that being said, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's fun. If nothing else, it's a fun painting to do, and I really think you'll have a lot of fun painting it. At least I hope you do. Let's say it that way. I really hope you enjoy painting it. I just hope the contest continue to do good. We had some good entries last month, I'll say that. I would have I wouldn't have wanted to be the one that had to vote on it. we had some pretty talented painters send in some paintings. And I'll tell you, the most fun part of it for me was not just seeing other people's paintings, it was seeing the difference, how everybody sees their painting different. You know, they made it their own, and that was that was fun. I really enjoyed seeing that. They took that step to just basically go out on their own and make that painting theirs, and it turned out some real good work. I mean, it really did. And I think, you know, if people participate in this one, I think we'll see some real pretty ones come out of this too, because I mean, this painting, like I said, it's one of those kind of paintings that you can get lost in it. You can create things differently in it. You can do your own version of colors. You can come up here and you can add to it. You can do, I mean, you can just do anything you want to do to it to make it your own painting, and just change everything up and basically get away with whatever it is you want to do up here. And have a ball doing it. So we'll just have to see what happens and see what comes out of the minds of the painters that send in a painting this month. There's a lot of talent out there, I'll say that. A lot of talent. And I think one of the things that help a lot right now is you have so many painters painting on Facebook and YouTube, TikTok. I mean, these guys they're everywhere, and they're sharing their knowledge and they're sharing their techniques, and people that are not just real. I mean, I'm learning stuff off of it, you know, off these guys that are better than me, and I'm appreciative to them for doing it. I've seen some absolute gorgeous paintings on YouTube over the past several months where people have been painting, and some people even go live with them, and they just do all sort of things, and they've had some real pretty paintings, absolutely gorgeous paintings. And if you've never done a video on YouTube, let me tell you something. I never realized how much work was involved. It is, it's a lot of work. I had one video when I first got started out. It was just, and believe me, I'm not saying I'm a pro by no means, but when I first started out editing, I didn't know the ins and outs of it, and I had a video so messed up. I mean, it was bad, and I worked with that thing for every bit of 12 to 14 hours before I got it halfway decent. And I've done one video, it's still on my channel. I don't know where to delete it or not. It picked up a few views, and it was such a pretty painting. But I came in from the left side, I had a subscriber tell me to try, coming in from that left side, so they might could see it better. Well, I tried it, and whew, it was rough. It was at such an angle, you couldn't see nothing. You couldn't make out nothing I was doing, and I mean the painting was so pretty. It was the light, they were showing light and dark. That's what it was, and the concept of it, you can see. I think on where I finished it, I think I turned it around to the camera or something, but God, that angle was terrible. I mean it was just simply terrible. And this angle I'm using now, I'm not crazy about it because I got all this dead space out here. If you can, but if I move my camera over anymore, then my head's gonna be in the shot. And if my head and my shoulder gets in the shot, well then you won't be able to see half of what I'm doing. So I'm setting off kind of to the side and just got my camera set up over there, just coming in at an angle. So, but now I've watched a couple of them on TV, and they look better. I'll say that they look a whole lot better than they started out looking. All right, now, I can't tell y'all what I'm doing. It's a habit. Oh man, I was supposed to tell y'all what my next step was. I can't do that. Not in this one. But that's alright. I don't have to. Y'all good enough that y'all figure it out, because I'm telling you, we had some pretty good paints come in here. I really enjoyed seeing them too. I want to thank everybody that sent in a painting. I don't want to forget nobody, because there were some good entries. Some people even sent me a couple paintings that they had done, showing their progression as a painter from when they first started to now, and it was so cool. Then I had a few people that just complimented me and was thanking me on everything I'm doing. And let me tell you guys, when y'all do that, y'all don't have a clue how that makes me feel. I mean, really, it makes me feel tremendous that y'all feel like I've helped you some, because that's my goal. I mean, I want to help folks that are not that good, and I want to learn myself, because learning this technique of doing these YouTube videos, it's been a learning curve for me, and I really enjoyed it. It's just something different for me. And like I've said, and time again, sitting here painting, well, I'd be doing it whether I'm recording it or not. Yeah, there's a few things I wish I had known when I first got started. Like how expensive some of this stuff was. I didn't have a clue, but I soon learned, and I don't regret a minute of it. If I had to do it all over again, I'd do every bit of it. I don't regret a thing I've done so far. But camera equipment and stuff to record with, it's not cheap. They don't give this stuff away. It is not cheap. And it's just like anything else you can think of. In the market, you can go out and spend tens of thousands of dollars. It's just basically what you can afford and what you can't afford. You can do it on a budget, but it's gonna be a tight budget. But like I said, I would not do none of it different. I had really, really, really enjoyed this. And I looked today and I noticed that the channel's up to 500, and at that time the video's being recorded right here, 561 subscribers. So that puts us 439 away from giving away the Bob Ross Master Set, and that's gonna be a fun giveaway because that's a nice set. If you hadn't seen the pictures of it, it's on Facebook. If you don't join none of the groups on Facebook and you want to see it, shoot me a message, and I mean, if I have to, I'll mail you a picture of it so you can see it. It's a I'll tell you what I'll do. I may even try to get a picture of it and post it in one of my future videos to show you what it looks like. It comes with a little thinner. It comes with paint, the small tubes. I think 37 milliliter tubes of paint, a DVD, the brushes. It comes with a palette. I think it even comes with a canvas, and I don't remember what all it does come with, but it is a very, very nice set. Very nice set. I thought about in the future, and this may be, a little further off in the future, but I thought about maybe after the channel gets a little bigger, and I thought about giving away an easel, because some people don't have real good easels. So I thought, maybe I could come up with a pretty decent little easel, or maybe even if the shipping don't eat me alive, I might can come up with a like the Bob Ross easel or something, and maybe get one of those in the giveaway. Like set another subscription goal or something. But I wanna have one of these channels that kind of give back to people. I wanna be to where I can help people come up with some of this stuff and keep you interested in painting, and hope that you can get some younger people involved in it, because the future of art is our children, our generation. They are they're the ones that's going to keep it going. But I don't think art's close to dying, because my goodness, it's been around for forever. Because you got painters out there that was painting hundreds of years ago that their work is still alive today. And I'm one of those painters that thinks it's a crying shame that you gotta die before your work gets famous. It'd be nice if if your paints could get kind of valuable while you're alive, because art it's not a career choice. I mean, it may be for some people, but for the majority of folks, art's just a hobby. Not to say that there's not some people out there making a living at it, because there is. But But I think for the most part, it's a passion. You know, it's something that you just want to do. Because I love sitting down at a canvas and just creating something that's not there. Just, I mean, it's a blank canvas when you start, and then when you finish, you got a painting. And true enough, we all can't sit down and paint the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper, or, you know, we can't go paint the Sistine Chapel, or, you know, we can't do something simple that, you know, that some people say is simple. We might find it very, very difficult. But what we can do is take what we got, our own knowledge, and we can apply it to a painting and make it our own. And that right there is satisfying for me, just being able to do that. And then you got a lot of people out there that you know, which I probably shouldn't even say that. I've heard some people talk about how art has helped them, you know, medically, and I don't want to mention that because, you know, if you got a medical condition like depression or, you know, something along them lines, I don't want to tell you art is a cure. Now I also won't tell you art can't help. I mean, it can help you, but by no means do I think it's a cure. Because I feel like, you know, some of that stuff may require medication. So, you know, don't depend on art to be your cure for something. But now if it helps you, you know, get in here and start creating something, and, you know, it helps you relax, well, by all means, be encouraged to do it. But, you know, don't let somebody tell you it's a cure for depression, because it's not. It's not going to cure depression. Clinical depression is something that requires medical attention. I hope y'all can hear them brush strokes. I know when I'm sitting here painting by myself, sometimes I get lost in those sounds, the knife stroke and the brush strokes. Just hearing all those different sounds, it's so soothing. Alright, time to hold your breath now. Everybody knows what part this is. I posted a video the other day with a little short one, had my boys in it, my two dogs. They were outside, up to no good as usual. Them two dogs they are some spoiled, rotten little animals. I wouldn't give you $1 for another one just like them, but I wouldn't take $1 million for them, because I do love both of them. But good grief, are they spoiled. And you know, it's our fault. It's me and my wife. We did it. I spoiled White, and she spoiled Patches. But like I said, I wouldn't take nothing for either one of them. They they like family now. I got another video posted, a little short. I don't know if y'all seen that or not either. It's my grandson at the local park. He's that boy's a mess. He's he wouldn't go get on the small slide. He had to get on the big one. And his mama, my daughter, sitting there, wringing her hands, because he is he's 3 and he's a tiny 3. He's a little bitty fella, but tough as nails. He he got on that slide, and the first trip down, he made a good run, but when he got to the bottom, he couldn't get his balance to raise up because the bottom end of it was so slick. But he he throwed his hand out. He wanted his daddy to come help him get up. Well, his daddy went over there and helped him get up. Wasn't nothing doing. He had to shoot back up that ladder again to come around a second time. And he came around and wouldn't nothing have him but to come down again. When he did, he got in that second turn, and he kind of got twisted up, and feet flew up in the air, and he got turned completely around. He come down that slide backwards, and you could tell it kind of startled him there for a second. He was that look on his face when he come down that slide, it was priceless. And we ended up getting it on video, and I'm telling you, it was hilarious. But it's a little short. If you get a chance, check it out. I don't think it's 30 seconds long. It was, like I said, it was just something real short. But to me, it was hilarious. Sounds like we got some pretty good storms brewing out here tonight. I'm hearing thunder, and the wind sounds like it's starting to pick up. Probably one of them little isolated thunderstorms they call them. Fixing to blow up from nowhere. They don't normally last that long when they do come up. Boy, I got quiet on you again. Trying to concentrate before I lose my place here. Because it's easy to do on these mountains. It's real easy to do. Especially when you're trying to determine how you want it to look. Trying to remember what you want in the front and what you want in the back. And if y'all get a chance, in the comments, comment on if there's a certain type of painting you'd like to see done. Let me know in the comments that to give something a try, and I will. I'll see if we can come up with something that might be something kind of fun to paint. Or if you're having trouble with something that may need a little help with, if I'm able to help you with it, I certainly will. And if I can't, I bet you there's a painter out there on YouTube that can. Because there's some amazing talent out there. Amazing talent. And you just about find a painting of anything you want to see nowadays. I mean, you can probably find stuff you don't want to see these days. But there he is. I'm telling you, there's some talented folks out there in the world. And it's amazing how everybody sees stuff different, You got some people that see colors over here that you never thought would happen that way. And then when it happens, you're like, wow. got quiet on y'all. Hope y'all hadn't turned the channel yet. Just been done turned me off. Going to watch somebody else. Or going to eat supper or something else. Just hang in there with me. It's gonna get better before it gets worse. Rod, if you're watching this video, that sound you keep hearing on my phone, that is people commenting on the post where I posted that painting in some of the YouTube groups, some of the Facebook groups. It's getting quite a few comments. So I hope that makes you feel pretty good that people are liking it. Because they certainly seem to be. And I could see why. It was a real good job. You did a great painting. quiet again. Running out of things to talk about. Being in here by myself. Y'all may have to holler my name every now and then. Something along the lines of, "Harold, wake up." I don't guess you can really talk back to me unless I was doing like a live or something. You could comment back then and I could probably see it, but as far as right now, all you can do is kind of comment on after everything's said and done. I don't know if I could get enough people watching to do a live. I guess I need to look into if you have to have a certain amount of people, or do you have to be on YouTube for so long? That's something I hadn't really ever thought about doing, was live. Now I have seen some people do live, and I don't know how many people they have watching. Well, I don't guess it really matters how many people you got watching, because you can always go back and watch the video after it's done, I guess. Because I've seen some that was filmed live that are over now. I guess that's something else y'all could leave in the comments. You know, if y'all would like to see me try to figure out how to do a live, I'd be more than willing to give it a shot. I may have to set my equipment up a little different for a live shot, but I mean, if I have to, I will. I may have to actually be in the video and set the monitors up in a way that they can be that I can see the comments, you know, because I'm assuming the comments come in while it's live. So that would be pretty neat to be able to do something like that. Kind of give us a chance to get to know each other. Probably we could talk back and forth. But to know me is pretty simple. I mean, I'm just a country boy that was born and raised here in Mississippi, and did me a stint in the military, and got out of the military. Worked my whole life just about. Till I got to where I couldn't. I'm a disabled vet now, but I can still get around sometimes and do some things. Just not many. But I can paint, and good Lord lets me do that, so I can't complain. Because I do love doing it. So I definitely don't want to sound like I'm complaining about life, because I'm gonna tell you, God's been good to me. He has really, really, really watched out for me through the years, because I've done some, have I done some dumb stuff in my life. But luckily, he watched over me, kept me safe. And I think I've said in a past video that I was adopted at birth by a family that, I'm telling you, I was more than lucky to be a part of. It's a big, huge family. I grew up with cousins and uncles and aunts, lots of them. And we were a close family. That's the thing. I mean, it wasn't like a distant family that never. I mean, we had, everybody was close. It was like a little community there. We had cousins that lived right next door, and cousins that lived across the field, and it was just we was all right there together. And grew up in that time that kids wasn't allowed to hang out in the house. We had to be in the yard, You didn't get to sit in the house under the air conditioning. You had to get your butt outside. If it was cold, you had a winter coat. And if it was hot, you had on shorts, and sometimes just shorts and no shirt. Because it gets hot here in Mississippi, I'll say that. We have some pretty vicious summers. Our humidity is second to none here. I mean, it forevermore gets hot. But one of the things they say about living here, if you don't like the weather, just stick around a few minutes, it'll change. And that's about the truth. Because we very seldom have 4 seasons. I mean, we have winter and summer. You can be outside and it be 70 degrees, and you think, wow, this is nice fall weather. Then it may drop down to in the 60s or something, and you get to really enjoying it. Then next thing you know, it's freezing. And you're like, where the crap did fall go? Fall turned into winter. And then you during winter you get to thinking, things are fixing to start warming up a little bit. It's fixing to get springtime. You may get a couple of days of pleasant temperature and you think, wow, what a nice spring weather day, you know. And then, then the next thing you know, it's 85, 90 degrees and it's hot. And summer done snuck in and there ain't no winter to be had. Winter's already gone. And summer's there. And that's just the way it happens around here. I hope y'all enjoying this. This got to be kind of boring sitting here, just watching somebody paint, not saying nothing. And if it is, y'all need to let me know in the comments, because I don't know. But if it is, I can see where it would be, because I mean, all you seeing is me doing stuff up here that I'm not explaining, and you know, we don't usually do that in videos. We normally like to explain what it is we're doing anyway. Keep it interesting. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but YouTube's been showing Bob Ross marathons here lately, where they're doing a whole bunch of paintings. It's like 24 hours of nothing but Bob Ross painting. I stumbled across it the other day. I just typed Bob Ross in search, and well, of course, some of his paintings come up, and Nick was on there because he does that Keeping the Dream Alive or something like that. I think is what it's called, where Nick paints. Nick Hankins does different paintings, but then I also noticed that it was it said Bob Ross Marathon. I clicked on it, and sure enough, that's what it was. It was just video after video of Bob. I sat there for 4 hours and watched the man paint, and it never got old. Because he truly had a love for this. I mean, you could see it in his work. And when I went to New Smyrna to take the certification classes, the ones that they have hanging there that he has painted, oh my God, it is remarkable to see those paintings. I mean, it's just, if you ever get a chance to go to New Smyrna, and it's nothing else but just to go through there and just stop long enough to see those paintings. If you're a Bob Ross fan at all, trust me, it's worth it. I mean, it is really worth it. And it's free. You know, you can just walk in there and see them. And they do classes there, you know, like different paintings. That's not just for training CRIs. They have classes that anybody can go in there and take. And I tell you, Nick can paint. If you ever get a chance to paint with him, you'll be very pleased, because Nick is a very, very talented painter. He's got a calling for it. I'll say that. And he enjoys it. You know, you can just sit there and listen to him, how he explains everything and how in depth he is with it, and then watch him when he goes up there to that canvas and touches on a color, and it just makes these shades. You're like, how in the crap did he do that? And we had some talented folks that was in our class that was taking the class while I was there. Some of those folks could paint, and I had the opportunity to take a photorealism class while I was there, and I got to meet David Brancato, and David is. David is he's an amazing artist too. He's a realism painter that can paint. He can paint. He can take a picture and make it look just like the picture does. I painted a cardinal while I was there, and he was so helpful. I mean, he takes his time. He helps you with color matching and teaches you the ins and outs of how to do this and how to do that. And it was fun. So if you ever get a chance to, well, I won't say that about David because he's actually moved now. He's moved to Alabama. In fact, he don't live real far from me now. I'm gonna have to reach out, and me and him may end up having to set up something. I may have to go over there and paint with him a couple of days and hone my skills. Cause that realism stuff, if you don't stay on it, it'll leave you. That's a tough process. And very, very time consuming. Very. Excuse me. I done got in that deep concentration again over here. Done got quiet on y'all. Be running out of things to talk about. I don't know what kind of things y'all want to hear. And I can't talk about this painting. Y'all really gonna have to help me, my YouTube friends or my YouTube family. Y'all gonna have to give me some ideas and some help. Tell me what y'all would like for me to do where I'll know. Cause I'll try it in the future. I will try it. And who knows, you may not want me to do nothing, but just sit here and paint. And if that's what you want, I'll do that too. I would really think that would get boring, but you never know. Spot in the canvas right there. Lots of hair. Look at there. Wow. I thought it was a bad spot in the canvas. Okay. Well, I'm glad it wasn't. Now it don't look bad. Kinda messed my spot up there a little bit. But we can fix it. We can fix it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is the painting I am going to submit for next month. And like I said, all the rules, this is the rules. You got to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, and you have to paint the painting. I don't care if it's in oil or acrylic, that don't matter. You don't have to use the same format that I use, but you know, it'd be nice if it's close. I throw in a couple funky colors to see what y'all come up with to kind of match those. What else? The deadline for the paint's the 15th, and I'll announce the winner probably a week after that, you know, 21st, 22nd, just like I did this month. For, the winner will receive $50, and I will contact the winner, and we'll figure out how you want to, how you want your money. That's entirely up to you. We'll work that out. Then there again, like Rod Miller won the first month, and he submitted his painting, and it got the most likes. And congratulations again to Rod, and I appreciate his participation. I appreciate him being a subscriber to my channel, and he's doing some good work. I mean, he hadn't been painting, but he said 1.5 years, and he's really doing great work for the amount of time he's been painting. So if you get a chance, check him out on Facebook. He's in some of the groups. I think it's Rod F. Miller on Facebook. And like I said, I'm gonna try to fit the picture of his painting in the front of this video. So if you've seen it, you'll already know what I'm talking about, and you'll have already seen it. Trying to think if I forgot anything. Yeah, you kind of, I mean, I hate to say it this way, but it'd be nice if you was a member in the United States. But you know, if you got one of the pay apps like PayPal or Cash App, or I don't know what all there is, Venmo, I think, whatever they are. If you got one of those Cash Apps that I don't have, I'll get the app and I'll add it to my phone to make it convenient for you. You know, if you win, and I guess you can cash out money overseas. I don't know, or PayPal for that matter. But either way, we'll figure out how to get the money to you. And I don't think it costs a whole lot to mail a money order or cashier's check to Europe. So if you're over there in Europe, hey, go ahead and you enter the painting contest. And as far as that master set, I don't know, because that could get it could get pretty expensive. But on that, you know, I mean, we'll figure out something. If you, I don't know, I don't want to make no promises I can't keep, because I don't want to have to pay no $100 and something in shipping. But I don't want to not include you guys if you're subscribers, you know. So I mean, that's not fair. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. We'll just wait and see what happens. And this is gonna be the painting for next month. Is what, June? So this will be June's painting. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, comment, you know, on these videos, and give me some suggestions. Don't be scared. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I mean, tell me, you know, I'd like to see you do something, you know, with a waterfall, or I'd like you to do something with something, you know, just whatever. And we'll get to work on it. But like, comment, and sharing, that's what gets these videos out there, and that's what'll get me in that algorithm and get us seen. And the more the channel grows, the more I'm gonna try to help folks. So thank you very much for everybody that watches and everybody that has subscribed. I love you guys, and God loves you more. Y'all have a blessed night, and I'll try to get back tomorrow or the next day. Have a good one.